was recently watching a Not Me stream of building a fantastic single rail, and I realized people need to know how to build coasters. No offense, of course. So with that, I'll start yapping and try to help you. This is to help you, not to critique you. Okay, so for this example, we are going to be using the multi-launch because it includes tons of cool things we can use. First thing, how to find the advanced editor. When you make a coaster, you can see the basic editor, and then right here is the advanced editor. That's pretty much it. For a first player, this might look very confusing, but once you get the hang of it, you can make insane coasters. First of all, let me show you the basic controls. This is to change the length, this is to change the x-axis, this is to change the y-axis, and then the blue is to change the turns, all that stuff. So basically, you can just create some like really cool turns like this, you know. Okay, so now I'll show you the auto smooth button. The full basically means the roll will move with the turns. So say I have a 19-degree turn and I continue it, maybe going, I don't know, down, and it turns to a 7. It's kind of hard to explain. I recommend always using this one because you can keep your own banking at whatever level you want. So like it'll always stay 29 until I move it. Next up is heartlining. This seems super confusing at first, but there's an explanation behind it. I'm not really sure how to describe it, but basically if you make a turn like this, it's going instantly like that, but you can put a little bit of heartline so it's like a smoother transition into it. And then if I want to bank back, I can just do that. And right here, it does not look that smooth, but if you make that, you can just quickly make a turn like that, so it's a very smooth transition. Next up is move spline mode, which I do not recommend using. This can be used for heartlining if you do want to heartline a bit. Say I have like a little heartline turn right there. I can slightly move it over. It's just a very easy way to like, you know, heartline. But I would not recommend using it for just actual coaster building because it's just a very confusing way and it's not the smoothest. But I can see where people use it from. Next up is rotate spline mode, which is basically where you can just rotate, but I recommend using it right here so you can get some like really weird track pieces, which I don't know, know really how to describe it, but it can really help making some stuff. But yeah, you can just play around with this, and you can make some pretty cool stuff. Next, there are some features right here where you can have your track pieces. Chain lift is, you know, the chain lift. It's pretty self-explanatory. Brakes are to slow a coaster down. Boosters are launches. Block brakes. Do y'all want a whole definition? Well, here we go. For those of you who are unfamiliar, a block zone is a section of ride that only one train may occupy. At the end of a block zone is a method to stop the train in case the block zone ahead is still occupied. This is a safety system that prevents roller coaster trains from gliding. Yeah, I'll stop yapping. Yeah, but if you have block brakes, you can have multiple trains on your coaster, and it's also just a safety system. Hold brakes is basically where you can stop the train for maybe like a little section of the ride where you want to have some like, I don't know, just a feature. Drop tracks and elevator tracks, you can change all this stuff and you can make it either drop or having a lift. And then station, you have to use basic editor for. Pivot offset is basically an easy way to make heartlining without really heartlining. Basically, it will move the spine with it, and you can just make some pretty cool stuff with it. I don't recommend using it too much, like 4 is obviously way too much. I just recommend using maybe 1. And that's basically it. If you would like to know how to make like inversions and stuff like that, just go check out like the very small creator Timon. He's like very small, you know, he's like, yeah, he's smaller than me. But other than that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope this helped. I know it probably didn't because I literally spent like 10 minutes on this video, but other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.